So just for this team to be in a situation now, one win away from the World Series, just what does that mean to you? And how do you describe what you all have been able to achieve thus far in the postseason?
It means a lot. Obviously, I'm really grateful that I'm in this spot right now. Uh, One of the biggest reasons I came here, this is why, because I know this team will do a lot of things this year, and we show it throughout the year. And we're in a good spot right now, and hopefully we can get the win tonight.
You look at the offense, especially, I mean, what we've been seeing in this series, but last night, hits up and down the order, everyone got on base. What can you say just about the at-bats you all are taking as a whole, and what has just been the mindset of the group?
Not trying to do too much, trying to get on base, do whatever it takes to get on base as many times as we can and score a lot of runs and give the pitching staff the support that we know we can give them so they can be more comfortable throughout the game.
We're going to go to Shy in the back row.
Hey, Teo. The last time you were in the postseason was Game 6 in, Game 2 in 2022, 2023, 2022 with the
Two.
Jays. What do you remember from that game, and what have you taken from that game that you're using in this postseason?
It was a lot of good things. A lot of bad things happened in that game. Obviously, I got the 2 homers. We got a really big game going into the 6th, and then everything fell down. We got Springer injury that day, and then after that, everything just collided. But you learn from things. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. I think it makes you better if you take the things that happen to you in your career the right way. It makes you stronger and better for the next opportunity that you get.
In what ways are you different as a performer, as a player, in this postseason compared to the last time out?
Great. I think better. Through my career, this is my first long postseason. I just think in my mind, do whatever it takes to help the team win that day. It doesn't matter how my performance is. It just, if I get a hit, I get a hit. I don't think about my numbers or my personal stats. Everything for me is about winning. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to help the team win.
Go to Ron up here in the front on the right.
Looking ahead to possible opponents if you advance, why do you think you've had such good power numbers at Yankee Stadium, and why has Cleveland been more challenging for you?
I don't know. I think it's one of those stadiums that you see the ball well. I get to see the ball well at Yankee Stadium. And before my last series in New York, it wasn't that great. Obviously, I hit a lot of homers, but not a lot of hits. But that series was amazing. And Cleveland, I get to play there once a year. I don't have a lot of opportunities to play there, but it doesn't matter who we face. We just gonna be ready for whoever pass and try to keep doing the same thing that we're doing right now.
Daniel.
Teoscar, todos los jugadores en que se conforma un equipo buscan la manera de tratar de llegar a una serie mundial, ganarse un anillo. Ahora mismo tú a un paso de lograrlo. Para ti, ¿cómo te sientes en estos momentos?
Bien, agradecido de Dios porque me dio la oportunidad primeramente de estar en un equipo como los Dodgers. Como tú lo mencionaste, muchos grandes peloteros pasan por las grandes ligas y no tienen la oportunidad de llegar a una serie mundial y tan siquiera tener la oportunidad de tratar de ganarla. Obviamente, para mí sería un sueño tratar de conseguir la victoria hoy y así avanzar a la serie mundial y poder participar en ella por primera vez en mi carrera.
Teo, cuando fuiste agente libre, te fuiste a la fe y a tu talento. Firmar por un solo año. Mucha gente dijo, te criticó y no creyó en ti. Al día de hoy, pasando revista, como está la temporada, ¿qué tienes que decirle a toda esa gente? Y ahí mismo, valórame los rivales de los Mex. ¿Qué tú piensas de ellos? ¿Cómo han sido hasta hoy, aunque la serie está 3-1?
Al principio, te soy honesto, pensé que la agencia libre iba a ser un poquito diferente, que íbamos a estar en un mejor puesto. Pero a medida que fue avanzando, nosotros nos dimos cuenta, mi agente y yo, que las cosas no eran como esperábamos. Y nada, tratamos de tomar la mejor decisión de ir a un equipo que yo pueda hacerme mejor pelotero y que pueda ganar y estar en la situación que estoy ahora, a un juego de clasificar a la Serie Mundial. Y nada, nos arriesgamos. Yo soy un hijo de Dios, yo creo mucho en Dios y puse todo lo que tiene que ver con mi carrera en la mano de Él y que me diera la mejor oportunidad para así llegar a un buen equipo. Y aquí estamos con los Dodgers de Los Ángeles, tratando de ayudar a esta organización a conseguir un campeonato más. Y en base al oponente de los Mets, ellos tienen un excelente equipo, un equipo que todo el mundo se puede decir que lo menospreciaron a mitad de la temporada y que se mantuvieron juntos, renacieron otra vez, jugaron una pelota muy buena después de la segunda mitad y están aquí compitiendo contra nosotros, que todavía queda mucha pelota por jugar y nosotros tratar de terminar la serie hoy.
Teoscar, right over here. Hey, you've had such an incredible season this year, some incredible at-bats to what you did at the Home Run Derby, you know, getting here to your first NLCS. What would it mean to you personally to punch your ticket to the World Series?
It means a lot. You know, I put a lot of work into the offseason, trying to get ready for whoever I would sign with. And in this case, I'm here right now. Put a lot of effort, put a lot of time trying to work the things that I didn't do the way I wanted to do it last year. And just came here and trying to learn from the guys that already have the success that they have in the big leagues in this organization. And just trying to put myself in a good spot and trying to make my teammates better too.
What would it mean to you to really get to that next series, punch that ticket? I see the smile on your face.
Yeah, maybe a lot of people don't know, but I get a ring in 2017 with the Houston Astros, but I didn't get a chance to play it. And one of my dreams is to go to the World Series, obviously win everything, and be part of a winning team and be there and help a team win a championship. And obviously now I'm going to have that chance if we win tonight.
Stay in the front row.
Sort of on the same lines. Just describe what your morning was like when you woke up. You know, could it be like a Christmas day or whatever, knowing that you are one win away? Take us through that process of you waking up this morning and coming here.
I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't thinking about it. I wasn't thinking about the game. When I'm with my family, with my kids, I'm just think about them. I don't think about my work. But now that I'm here in the stadium, you know, it just trying to go and get ready, prepare myself for whatever it takes to help the team win tonight.
Take two more. We'll go to Jack on the left side, and we'll finish up with David in the middle.
Teoscar, obviously there were a lot of times this regular season, like things weren't going the way you guys wanted, whether it was play or injuries or whatnot. Like, was there ever a time the team just kind of felt like, you know, this just might not be our year, we might not have enough, and if not, why didn't that happen? You know, what was it about this group that allowed you guys to kind of keep pushing?
It was one time that we see a lot of fans, that we see not from the team, but from the outside. Everybody was panicking because we got a lot of injuries. We lose a lot of pitchers, and it was one time that we felt like we were down as a team, and one meeting changed everything. And then we realized that we have the potential, that we have the players, that we are still the Dodgers, and we still can do special things with the people that we have healthy throughout the year, and just the opportunity to maintain the team on the top until those guys were able to came back and keep helping the team win.
When was that meeting?
It was in Atlanta. But it wasn't about how we were playing. It was about more when we lose Glass now. It was that time. It's just a meeting to put everybody's head up again and just keep pushing until we win everything.
We'll finish up with David in the middle.
Teoscar, como jugador activo, mencionaste lo del 2017, pero como jugador activo, saboreaste playoffs, pero no tanto como este año. Me da curiosidad de saber cómo lo has disfrutado jugando tan profundo, tan llegado en octubre, y cómo te sientes físicamente con tanto juego.
Bien, como todo el mundo sabe, yo soy una persona que siempre está alegre, disfruta lo que hace. Yo amo este deporte. Y cada oportunidad que Dios me da de estar aquí, para mí es una bendición. Obviamente yo estoy súper contento de estar en la posición que estoy ahora mismo, a un paso de llegar a mi primera serie mundial. Y como tú lo dijiste, no tuve ese chance de jugar en la serie mundial del 2017 porque fui cambiado, y en los otros playoffs no tuvimos chance de seguir avanzando ni disfrutar de una postemporada. Este año ha sido un año lleno de bendiciones, de mucha alegría, de muchas cosas buenas, y súper contento de estar aquí ahora mismo.
Dave, when Teoscar was talking to the media this afternoon, he shared how going back to that Atlanta series when the news that Tyler Glasnow was going to be done for the rest of the year, just how the conversation you all had as a group, how it kind of changed the mindset of this group. How did you see that play out, and how has that put you all in a situation now to be one win away from the World Series?
Yeah, it was just, I just wanted to get the guys together. I'm not a big meeting guy. I just felt that at that point in time, I think we had lost 2 straight to the Braves. We got news that Tyler was going to be done for the year, and I just got a feeling that there was some kind of a little woe is me, and that's just not who we are. I knew Walker was throwing that night and felt that, for us to win 11 games in October, we need him. So I wanted a little bit to, have that meeting with him on the mound that night and challenge him a little bit. And I just kind of, the message basically was, I can't believe in more than them than they believe in each other. They got to believe in themselves, right? And I just felt that we have enough talent in the room to do that. So I just wanted to kind of bring that to light. But it was, the most important thing is that those guys responded, amongst themselves.
Now be one win away from the World Series. What does that mean to you personally?
It's been a fun ride. I love how we're going about things collectively. There's a great focus with our guys, a hunger, and a real good compete and fight. And so that's been fun. And so we still got some work to do. They're going to be, their backs are against the walls right now. And so we know that. And so I just think that we got to go out there and keep playing good baseball.
Teoscar was up here talking about how much it means to him to possibly make it to the World Series because he wasn't a part of that 2017 team actually playing. For you personally, after all so much talk over the offseason and stuff like that, for you to be one win away from getting back there?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but I think personally, I am just fortunate. I have a lot of great people around me, most importantly, the players, but I'm just very grateful to be here. I really am. So it's been a fun road, a tough road, a lot of work to be done. But, there's a part of it, though, that you have to enjoy these moments. I think we all do, and I think we all get caught up in kind of the moment right now. But, you have to enjoy it because this is part of the fun. So I'm enjoying it as much as I can.
Crystal.
Throughout all the lineup changes, you guys just continue to find those super big hits. Tommy was huge in that cleanup spot. He said he doesn't get a lot of opportunities like that. With Freddie coming back after a day of rest, what do you want to see from him in that spot?
With Freddie, I think just keep being himself. I think that, he's still trying to find his swing. I'm sure the ankle has a lot to do with it, but he's in there because I feel the at-bats are going to be quality at-bats, and he's going to give us everything he has. And I think with the rest of the guys, just keep taking good at-bats. I think you see it with Teo and Will, who are not really swinging well, but I think that their at-bat quality has been fantastic as far as the fight, which is, spoiling pitches and getting to the next guy. So things like that matter. And so, that's what I expect from our guys tonight.
Go to the fourth row to David.
Dave, you've been here before, obviously. What is it about closeout games that you have to approach a game like this?
I think getting a lead is important. I say that because you put the onus on them to sort of exhaust all resources. And, the sooner you can do that, the better it is. And so I just think it's applying pressure and trying to do that early. And the first step is, putting pressure on Peterson and stress him early and, make Carlos make a decision.
Go to Bill in the second row on the middle.
Hey, Doc, is this team playing as well as any team you've had here?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think if you're talking about, collective at-bats, the pitching, all that stuff, it's hard to remember a team playing, better team baseball than we're playing right now, yeah.
Say left side, Juan, about 4 rows back. You good, Juan? Go to Jack in the third row.
Is Blake going to be available tonight?
He's available. We'll see how much, but he's available, yes.
And then you've talked a lot about how this team, even when things have gone wrong this year, not making excuses. Like, where do you think that's come from this season, and how much do you think that's been part of when you talk about playing good team baseball and just the level you guys have been at the last couple weeks, kind of been underlying all that?
I hope it comes from me. I don't like excuses. I don't like to hear them. And so I talk about that a lot. But most importantly, they got to kind of believe that is the right way to go about things. And there's just a lot of unforeseen things that can happen in a long baseball season. And we have a lot of good players. And I'm aware of that. And so I think that that's sort of kind of part of it. But like everyone knows, it's not really what I think. It's what they believe. And they believe that, which is most important.
Go to Mike standing up in the back.
Dave, when you guys won last night and then the Mets announced that it would be Peterson starting this game, was there any temptation at all to give Freddie, against a left-hander, give Freddie another day of rest? At the very least, he'd get 3 straight days off before you played again in L.A. At the very best scenario, if you won tonight, he could get a long stretch off before the World Series. Was there any temptation there to rest him again today?
Not really. Not really. I think that I think the one day was good. Yes, another day would probably have been better, certainly. But I just feel that I want to put our best lineup out there today. I want to win tonight.
Go to Peter, front row on the left.
Going back to the offseason, when you guys made the investment in Shohei, is this exactly kind of what you guys envisioned, him hitting home runs on this stage and forming that tandem with Mookie?
Yes, I think this is the 100% outcome with Shohei, and that's just speaking on the field, in the clubhouse. Can't imagine what he's doing, or I can't imagine what he's doing outside of our game on the business side. But as far as on the baseball between the lines, I just couldn't have imagined any better season, and what a great person and teammate too.
Go to Ron on this side in the front.
As someone who's played and managed 5 different organizations, what about Dodgers' history and tradition has had the biggest impacts on you?
Yeah, I've been fortunate because, you know, I played for the Red Sox briefly and won a championship there, and just the history of the Red Sox and the Red Sox fan base is like no other. I think the Dodgers, being from Southern California, going to school in Los Angeles, knowing a lot of the Dodger greats. You know, I had a good conversation with Sandy Koufax a couple nights ago when he was in town, and that's just crazy to me that he's wishing me well in a season. So I think that just being a part of this franchise, the history, the brand is world known. I have a lot of aha. I can't believe I'm driving up Vince Scully Way, you know, when I go to work, things like that. It's overwhelming, but I try not to let my head go there too often. I just try to do my job.
At any point do you look and say, your name's next to Tommy and Walt and Dressen and Leo?
I don't want to do that. Then I start getting nervous. I just want to just try to do my job and get our players to win baseball games and, you know, win baseball games for the Dodgers. That's it.
Go to Andy, third row on the left.
Did Sandy tell you to push your starters deeper into games?
We've had that conversation in years past, but I think right now he gave me a good job. He gave me you're doing all right.
Just the season in general, like, how did you think this year was going to go, and how has what's actually happened been compared to what you forecast back in December, January?
So it's gone the way we had expected in terms of where we were at today. How we got there, absolutely not how we envisioned this. I will say that, yeah, but it's interesting though, Andy. It's like, you know, I didn't know who Edgardo Henriquez was 6 months ago, but he's chewing up 2 innings in an NLCS game on the road. So those are things that I didn't know who Ben Casperius was. Yeah, I would have expected Tyler Glasnow to pitch in one of these games, right? It's different, but it's a credit to the organization and the resiliency that we have. It's really cool. But at the end of the day, we're in that same spot we had hoped, and we just got to keep winning.
Take one more for Doc. We'll go to Shai in the back. Last row, sitting down.
Dave, as you are heading into back here, as you're heading into an elimination game, how often do you think back to, or do you reflect on sort of what you accomplished with the Red Sox, and does that serve as any sort of not necessarily motivation, but cautionary tale as you go into this opportunity?
I think I think you can see from kind of my demeanor that we're playing with urgency tonight, and I think you can see that things can happen when a team starts to build momentum, and so yeah, we want to kind of take our momentum and keep it going and put these guys away. Because of my past experiences, and fortunately I was on the good side of the other thing. But yeah, I feel that. I understand that.